welcome to Roll Fair, a D&D podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, we will introduce ourselves. I am Devin, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan, playing Alton, the Tiefling Warlock.
I'm Brad, playing Arden the Wizard.
I'm Kayla, playing Kaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
I'm Austin. I'm Austin, playing Sheru the Turtle.
I'm Ben, playing Raina, the Human Ranger.
I'm Sarah, I'm playing Asar, the Fire Genasi Sorcerer.
Perfect. And last time, the party has been exploring Kashako a little bit. It's their first day here. They have just gone to the Genturum Sanctum, where they were turned away due to some circumstances in the city of accusations that the Sanctum is keeping close to the chest. So they have wandered about this city with no city planners. And they have made it to the oh goodness, I've just forgotten the name.
College of Kaiboam.
The College of Kaiboam, thank you. And they have entered into the gates, see scholars, mages, arcanists walking about, and this university campus of sorts for magical learning.
Well, this place looks a lot more inviting.
It looks exciting. These are cool type of people. These are the cool kids.
Very cool.
Before we walk up, I wanted to grab Asar.
Okay.
And hand her a note. Because he's not talking right now. To prove a point.
What? Okay.
That he can do it and not talk.
Asar opens the note.
So
What
in
does
blue
it say?
ink with the magical quality, wrote it. Says, will you take this and keep this safe and put it in your bag, your magic bag. It might get lost here. And takes off the choker that he's been wearing the whole time, the blood red gem, and gives it to you.
Oh, all right. Do you have like a tan line there?
Yeah. Totally a tan line.
Farmer's tan.
Do
That's
we
fine.
notice
And then-
anything different about you when you take that out?
No. And it waves the feather part of the quill over the paper, and the ink's gone.
Oh, that's cool. We could exchange so many messages like this. So as you see Asar, she safely puts your necklace into her bag of holding.
Arden is trying really hard not to hyperventilate right now.
You know, Mr. Arden, when we get back to our tavern room, I would like to share something with you and the rest of the party. Maybe it will make you feel a little bit better.
He
You can calm,
nods.
you can calm down a little bit. We're going into a college, and colleges, as far as I'm aware, are full of books.
Are you still going to not talk within the college?
Writes on the paper, yes.
What point are you trying to make?
That I can keep a promise.
Did he make a promise not to talk to you?
I honestly don't remember.
He said on the boat that he wasn't going to say a word.
Well, in the
In
city.
Kashako, yeah.
But what if we need you to cast a spell?
Well, I guess that's good.
That's rude! You've lost your wizard! At least for any verbal components.
There's 2 spells I can cast. So one is Mind Spike.
Mr. Wizard, you are quite interesting.
Now I'm just
And
trying to
minor
think of ideas to
illusion.
make him talk.
That's it. That's all I can do.
I mean, I've heard of monks taking a vow of silence, but that just seems hard.
And
Especially if
just
there's
like,
something as arbitrary as just this one random city.
Anyways, learning to be done.
We should say we need to tempt him to talk.
he's the Alton already has.
So as you guys are going around the campus here, you're trying to enter any specific buildings, find anything specific?
I just go up to a random person saying, we were just turned away from the Sanctum. I've been traveling and I love learning new things, and I heard they had artifacts on display, but apparently they're closed. Where might I find artifacts that I can just look at and learn about?
Oh, well, you have come to a place that you can find them, but, I mean, most of them are just simple trinkets that the students make. Sometimes the teachers or the instructors, they make fancier or more sophisticated items, but we have a few more ancient relics, if you will.
That's what I'm most interested in. I love learning about history. Who do I talk to, I guess, learn more?
Well, if you go up into the main hall here, you should be able to observe. There's a fee to enter. It's 50 gold per person.
That's a hefty fee, but knowledge is worth it.
Indeed.
He's trying to swindle you.
Just go and talk to the keeper of the gate, and they'll let you in after you pay the fee.
Wonderful. I just mark right up.
Insight check. With guidance.
Ooh, with guidance.
That is 17. Is it actually 50 gold?
It is.
Dang.
He is telling the truth. This is so what you can kind of tell here, this is a city where money does the talking. And knowledge is worth a great deal, and they do not give out knowledge without, sucking people dry.
Gonna follow Sheru and
We send our 2 scouts in to report back.
We're
as
already
much
heading
as
up there.
yeah,
possible.
already heading up. No matter what, I'm going in.
It's better than 50 per person, right?
Precisely.
It's 50 per person.
Right.
Right,
So
but if
we're
only
not all
2
going.
of
Oh,
us
I
go,
Yeah, I'm going in no matter what.
I asked the guy though. So, what is your part here? Are you a teacher?
I'm a student.
A student.
I've been studying magic for about 5 years now.
Do you know? Are there any teachers nearby that someone I could talk to? I have a few questions.
Well, what kind of questions do you have?
Well, concerning, I've been having some strange dreams lately, and I want to see if there's anything that they might know that I could look into.
It's possible. You could seek out our divination instructors, and they may have some information. Again, you'll pay a fee, and usually for their instruction, it's much higher than just gaining admittance into the building.
Understood. I was just, trying to. I'm going to be honest. I'm not very well off financially.
I
As
assumed.
my actual disguise, I forgot to mention. We never mentioned this earlier when we were saying we were in disguises. I've got kind of like a half Yamankichi, half T'Chawi flavor,
Okay.
with a bit of that dark tanned desert skin.
Okay.
In kind of like monkish type robes. I look like I'm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Your ability, the item doesn't change clothes, right?
It's a disguise self.
I think disguise self doesn't
disguise
change
self can
clothes.
change clothes.
Yeah, it's just not
Yeah.
physical.
Oh.
It's an illusion though. So
Yeah.
your hand will pass.
So-
Okay, it's
Right.
it's been a while since I've read it, so yes, you're fine.
It will do clothes and items. And
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Do
That's
you-
why I rely on you guys to be the masters of your spells. Okay, so kind of a Yabankichi T'Chawi mix.
Yeah,
and,
just kind of like
robes.
a, half and, just half child. Don't have a lot. I just need a chat. And I'm looking around the campus, kind of just like eyeballing. Are there any just teachers walking around on occasion? Like, I just,
Well,
I just
I mean,
need
yeah, so
a direction.
and he points out kind of different teachers of different schools wearing like a specific kind of colored armband on each arm. And he points out the divination ones to be wearing like a blue armband. He says, you could go and talk to them, but again, they probably won't tell you anything without a fee.
Understood. I appreciate the help. And while he's kind of like I'm focusing on, I find one of the teachers specifically that he points out that I kind of like focus on exactly how he looks as he's walking. One that looks like he may be leaving the campus in general. So
okay. Sounds good.
Try and get that kind of like look in my head.
Go ahead and make
like an anti-magic spell as we go into the college.
Go ahead and just make an insight check for me.
Okay.
To kind of read the look. Or an investigation would work too, whichever you prefer.
That'd be an 18.
18, okay. So you get a pretty good idea of what he looks like as he's passing.
Yes. Thank you. I'll try and see about talking to one of these people. Where's my friends going? My total friend, he is...
yes, but it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
I must get back to my studies, but...
Yes,
I wish you luck.
I will need it. And so as I start kind of like heading off in the direction they are, I'm going to try and find kind of like a place that's a little bit out of sight.
Okay.
Where I can kind of just like hide behind a wall or something.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
10.
10. You're able to find possibly a place that could work. It's not the best place to possibly do a disguise, so I'll let you do it. But there may be some people with advantage
or something.
I'll probably just give people advantage on their perception checks.
Magical security
Against
cameras.
How many uses does that mask have?
It just says I can use it free.
Oh, nice.
It's like mask many faces.
Yeah, so...
Pretty awesome.
Okay, go ahead and roll like a stealth check.
Wish I had infinite spell slots.
That's not going to be good. That is also a 10.
Okay. So as you cast this, you see another instructor essentially coming over to you, and they have like a red armband around them. They approach and say, "Excuse me, but what are you doing?"
Oh, I'm practicing for an act. You want to see something? And I turn into him.
Okay. Make a persuasion check or deception.
It's pretty good.
It's a 14.
Okay. Interesting. What act are you doing?
Oh, well, I have a friend that has been going to the campus here, and I've been trying to, I want to play as one of his teachers and kind of like catch him doing something a little untoward. I just think it'd be absolutely hilarious. We used to play jokes like this on each other all the time as kids, just getting each other into trouble, I
see. As amusing as that sounds, I don't recommend it. This is a place of learning, and I'm surprised that with the skills that you have, you are not actually a student here yourself.
I wasn't born with as fortunate means as my friend.
I see. Well, I am going to have to ask you not to participate in this. You're welcome
absolutely
on the
not.
campus.
I turn back into like the that kind of half looking like poor monk thing that I had going on. Yes, I do apologize for this. I thought it was just a bit of fun.
Right, I understand. You're young. You're eager for amusement, but this is a place of learning, and these students have spent a lot of gold to be here, and their parents have spent a lot of gold.
Yes,
and to
I'm
interrupt
well
their
aware.
learning would be a sin in and of itself.
True.
I mean, that's...
Just don't cause trouble, and we won't kick you out.
Oh, don't worry. I never intend to.
That's good. I'll keep my eye on you.
Great.
Even if I'm behind you?
I'll alert others to keep an eye out.
Oh, I get it.
So at this point...
And now that we know that you can disguise yourself, we'll be on alert with our ability to
gosh.
detect magic.
Oh, it's just, what if I stay near you? That way, you know that,
I don't care as long as you don't bother me.
I mean, okay, I'll just walk
Don't
around.
cause trouble.
Oh, I wouldn't think of it.
Except you did.
No. This was, like I said, this was just in jest. This was just a fun little prank. I'm just trying to, you know.
So after all of this, how far away have these two gotten?
I'd say they've gotten to the main building. You've found one of the people letting people in for entrance. They wear a white armband, also an instructor, and they say, visitors?
Yes, we've traveled far to come and learn in your halls.
Well, that's good. Just to make sure you understand the rules, it's a 50 gold entrance fee.
Is that per day, or how long does that?
Per day.
Okay.
And you are allowed to study the books that are available to the public, so to speak, for those who pay. And you're able to see most of the college. Do not enter the classrooms, otherwise we will have to ask you to leave.
Thank you for letting us know. Where might I find the library?
If you just head straight to the back, and then take a left, the library will be the main hallway down that way.
Wonderful. And is there any artifacts that I might be able to study? I did check the Sanctorium, but apparently they're closed for some reason.
Yes, they and the Nest family are having problems. In fact, I am on the side of the Nest family. Man, I chose a really good name.
Yeah. Sit desk.
What seems to be the issue? I mean,
Well,
I'm just going to pay 50 gold and walk in.
okay, you're going.
I'm just going in.
The College of Kaiboam has actually had a very long-standing relationship with the Genturum Sanctum. You know, study and scholarship. But one of our own tried to go in, about 4 months back, and he was thrown out. Weren't really told why, but a few weeks later he was found dead with his throat slit open.
it's terrible.
And from what we can understand, the thief that they're holding may have some information related to the death of this this companion of ours. He is one of the instructors here, and they just refuse to cooperate. And so the Netsk family has tried to get them to give these people up. We have arrangements with the Zujiri distribution as well, and they just seem to not want to cooperate. And now that this is the third break-in attempt at their sanctum, there's further concerns that they may be hiding something that is dangerous, and we're trying to figure it out.
Wow. It makes me want to get in myself to learn. I mean, I have this problem. I always want to learn more, and mysteries always just make me excited.
I hear you, and this is unfortunately a very sad mystery, and even the most recent break-in attempt by the they called him a political refugee. We understand that it was a break-in attempt according to the foreign dignitaries that are here from the Chandelier City. Currently they're staying with the Nets family at their palace, and from what we hear, it's they're just here to collect this this representative of their city.
Oh, fascinating. When do you get off work? I would love to talk to you more.
I never get off work.
Oh, well, if I could buy you a drink at some time and just...
I don't drink.
What?
It clouds the mind.
Yes, it does, actually. What about just having a meal together?
I'm very busy. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Not bad. Persuasion is +2, so 16.
16. I'm very busy, but I could maybe share a meal. Why don't you come back tomorrow afternoon and we can have lunch?
Sounds good. I would love to talk to you more about the city and I just love learning. This is a new place to me, and it's this is the most confusing city I've ever seen, and it's intriguing in its own sight. But I would just love to know what you know.
Sure. I if you bring me a meal, I'll share a conversation with you.
What was your name?
My name is Corvus.
It's a fun name. I am Sheru.
It's nice to meet you, Master Total Sheru.
Nice to meet you, Corvus.
Indeed, and I like dates and pistachios.
Pistachios, they're so good. Here,
Yeah,
I have
good.
a couple of roasted ones left over you can have.
Thank you. And then, if you wouldn't mind bringing a roasted chicken.
I'll see what I can do.
If you do that, I can guarantee a good conversation.
Wonderful. Here's my 50 gold. I will see you tomorrow. It was lunchtime, correct?
Lunchtime, yes.
Yes. I'll
I
be
look forward to it.
Me too.
Enjoy your studies.
Thank you, and enjoy your time doing your job, I guess.
I will. Gives me time to think.
Always important. And then I wander off and try to find where Arden went off to.
Okay. So as you guys explore the area, go ahead and make just an investigation check for me.
What should I use? I'll use you.
Alright, either of you casting like detect magic, anything like that?
No. I am not.
Not specifically at this time.
Okay.
Even if none of us see you?
No.
Let's see. Investigation would be, where is it?
15.
15. Okay.
22.
I just assumed everything is magic, or there's magic everywhere.
So you see some items held up on like pedestals of sorts, and some of them look ancient. Like you see some ancient armors, kind of a bronze chest plate of sorts. You see some swords, some bows that are on display. A couple of rings and amulets, just in various areas. Not sure what they do, but they seem to have some sort of significance. Nothing kind of explaining what they are. No pedestals, anything like that.
Are they like cordoned off, or are we allowed to like touch them?
They're kind of. It's like a museum, kind of in just different areas throughout. Are you trying to touch them?
I go to Arden. Do you have the identify spell prepared?
That's a good question.
I don't. I could do the ritual, of course.
Verbal components?
Writes out on paper. Ritual only. And verbal.
Alright. I mean, I guess you're no use.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I look for, I guess, someone who looks semi-official.
Okay. You're able to find someone easily enough.
Hi, wandering scholar here. I was wondering if it'd be okay for me to use identify on some of these artifacts just to learn more about them.
Certainly, that should be fine, just so long as you don't try and interrupt or move them.
Of course not. I'll be as careful as I can be.
Okay.
So I
Hand you the pearl.
thank you. That'll be useful. So as I have it, I can cast it as a ritual. So, what's the most interesting? I guess first off, I'm gonna cast detect magic as a ritual. See which one can get us off the strongest glow.
Okay. So that breastplate that you saw does give off a fairly distinct glow.
Any particular school?
Let me look something.
Abjuration.
Actually prepared for you guys to come here.
Go figure.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
Kids will do that to you.
All the library. I want to read all the books. And tell me everything that's inside every book.
We're just gonna spend all day here.
Yeah.
And then you can just info dump us what we find out.
So
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say the school that you get here is Evocation.
Ooh,
Whoa.
breastplate of evocation. That sounds interesting.
That does sound interesting.
And then, is there any other items that look cool to I want to try and identify?
All of these are magical.
Okay. I'm just gonna spend the next couple hours just identifying everything I can.
Okay. So you find some that are it's almost like it's a kind of like a pottery class would display their
Oh, okay.
their items. Some of them are simple, like you find some that are like a ring of oh gosh, what's that one that gives you +1 armor?
Protection.
Ring of
That's the
protection.
one.
Ooh,
You
I want
find
that.
some that are like rings of
Steal it.
protection. You
Definitely
find
need to steal that.
you find some that are just various amulets of warding, things of that nature. Nothing fancy, just simple things that people have crafted. The breastplate does give off something a little different,
Evocations.
and you get the indication that this, you don't know the history per se of it, but it has the capacity to cast fireball once per day.
Ooh. I'll take that.
But you also, actually, would you detect that? You wouldn't detect that with that spell, so no.
Dang it.
Not even the identify spell.
Identify doesn't pick up certain things.
Oh yeah, I can't wear armor. Gosh.
I can't wear armor either.
Dang it. Worst ever.
Could still sell it though, or give it to someone else.
Give it to your friend in the
imagine your
neighborhood warlock.
ranger
Isn't there a
Cast
feat that
fireball.
allows you to wear armor as a wizard?
Yes.
Warcaster? No, something. Battle mage? I don't know what it's called.
Something
but
like
yeah,
that.
there's something like that.
Just
removes the,
just so
disadvantage.
because I don't know what I don't know, so I'm just gonna read the spell description real quick.
Okay.
You choose an object that you must touch. So I am touching the objects throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell you created it.
Okay. You would know that it's once a day, fireball, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, cool.
Rainer would be even more powerful.
This was fun. To the library? We head to the library then.
Ardo was just gonna. So Ardo wants to find any, since that's what we saw was basically what most of them were creating magically imbued objects. I'm gonna find anything in the library that might help with him making the freaking goggles. He's been trying to make this whole time.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Come on. That was pretty good. 24.
Okay. That's good. So you're able to find a book that focuses on the school of what you're trying to do, and then you also need to make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. Come on. Natural
Ooh.
20.
Nice.
So 26.
Okay. I would say you get all of the necessary knowledge that you need to create this this item, and you find even more. So essentially, with the knowledge that you have, you could create not just goggles of essentially they're goggles that let you have
Yeah, it's night vision.
night vision,
have
dark vision.
dark vision. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
so
it is.
you can do that, but you also can create goggles that would, in as much as you have the spell in your possession, you understand how to imbue the properties of the spell True Sight into them.
Oh, yeah. It's even better. Oh my gosh.
Especially with all the disguised selves going on.
Yeah, seriously.
Make yourself some true sight goggles.
That would be insane.
It would cost significantly more to
yeah.
do that, though.
Obviously.
And Sheru in the library, he's gonna look up about amulet. Specifically, he's looking for information about the amulet that is in the sanctum.
Okay.
Who says there's only one?
So investigation.
Yep.
19.
19. You're able to find some some information about different amulets that have been created throughout history. Go ahead and make a religion check.
That's gonna be it's either 8 or 20, or 8 or 10.
Okay.
8.
Okay. So you're as you're studying, you find some information about various amulets that have been passed down through the ages. You find some that have been wielded by various holy people and Dragonborn, the Kipjomba, and none that really spark any specific interest or indication of what could be held at the Jinturum Sanctum. You do come across kind of a note in passing about an amulet of dark origin that was created sometime, at least as myth tells. It's more of a mythological object. Back during the height of the war between the Tuchawi and the at the height of the war when the Yuan Ti were being overthrown, but no specific indication of its origin, its name, anything like that. Just kind of a small note in passing.
Okay. Cool. And I don't know.
So what's the rest of the party doing?
Cool stuff.
I essentially kind of just bug out as soon as it seems I'm annoying him. The teacher, I'll be like, yeah, so I've got to get going. I'm sure you're busy too.
Very busy. It's probably best you leave.
I'm sorry for bothering you.
I forgive you.
I appreciate that. I kind of need it. Anyway, good luck. Enjoy your classes and the teaching and stuff. And may Junavi bless you with bread and light. And I just bugger off.
Sounds good.
And back to where Asar and Marcy are waiting around.
Well, I'm sure Arden and Sheru can find their way back to the inn. Come here from there, so
Yeah.
why don't we go get a drink or something?
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Maybe we can find out more about
Should have
this.
drew a map.
Do you happen to know a really nice place to have a drink? Where nice people, rich people, that this Nest family or the Sanctum family, how do you say their name?
Kinbish? Jinturum?
Jinturum?
Yeah, or where maybe Kimbish might want to retire.
Well, I know of a couple places, but I haven't been able to go into any of those. But now that I don't look like I did before, I might be able to.
We can now that we don't have the baggage, we can dress up.
Not wrong.
Let's do that.
So you guys, you know of some taverns along the waterfront where more of the affluent people reside.
We have some useful information.
And you start taking them there, and we will pick up what happens next time. Thanks for listening.
If you like listening to Rollfair, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Also, check out our merch store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.com. Store